Will number 99 actually end up walking away? Will the great Aaron Judge, the potential new captain of the New York Yankees, end up walking away into the sunset, or should I say into the fog, to the San Francisco Giants? That's the case of Aaron Judge. Big decision this offseason, and it's going to be interesting. I really don't know how to feel about Aaron Judge. Really, at the end of the day, he could walk if he wants to. In my opinion, yes, I went to Arlington to watch him hit that record-breaking home run, at least for the AL, home run record and all that stuff. I went to see it. I went to 2 games out there in the doubleheader, and it was amazing to see the hype. And yes, I'm a fan of Judge, right? Love the guy. But if he's going to end up walking away just for more money, hey, can you blame him? You're talking about your family's future. There's a big difference of $50 million home, town discount, where necessarily that's not his home, right? Where the Giants are reportedly willing to spend however much it takes to get Judge. Now, are we talking $40 million a year? 10-year contract? Judge will be, 31? That's going to be a tough one. If you're going to compete versus an offer of 10 years, $400 million, I think the Yankees are going to have to pass. It's going to be like another Robinson Cano. I love Robinson Cano. One of these balls right here is actually his signed baseball. I loved Robinson Cano. I wanted him to be a Yankee forever. Seeing him walk to the Seattle Mariners really hurt. Now, Judge, yes, he's a bigger player than Robinson Cano. But will he walk? I feel like there's a good chance that you guys might have to start getting ready to throw away those 99 jerseys. Because Aaron Judge is going to get a bunch of offers. Now, will the Mets offer? Yeah, Steve Cohen, good offer. I mean, there's that political point of view that if you look at it, Steve Cohen, he got voted in to be an owner, right? And the Yankees owner, Hal, was a big, promoter of having him come into owning the Mets. So now could Steve Cohen be like, F you, Hal, like I'm going to get Judge right here. I'm going to offer him a huge amount of money because I want him to play for, the Mets. That would be a big FU too, Hal. So it'll be interesting. Yeah, that could happen. I mean, there's no rules, right? It's the unwritten rules when it comes to those political things between those owners. But will it happen? Could happen. It could potentially happen. And we might have to see Aaron Judge play for the Mets, play for the Giants. I mean, preferably, we would want to see him on the Giants, right? Away from having to compete or anything like that, or having to see the newspapers all the time with Aaron Judge in a Mets jersey or whatever. Definitely, I would avoid wanting to see that, especially having to hear the crap from, Mets fans. But Yankee fans, adored him. They cheered him on for that home runs, those home runs, trying to beat the record and all that stuff. They were going crazy for him, right? But yes, there were, those Yankee fans that were getting upset when he hit a double instead of a home run and blah, blah, blah. And then the booing in the playoffs. Judge just isn't clutch in the playoffs. I think he's hitting like 200 in the playoffs. It's not that good. Not that good at all. And so he's not clutch in the playoffs, but he's good in the regular season. We saw that with many players. It was like A-Rod, right? A-Rod sucked in the playoffs, but he was good in the regular season. But eventually, those really good players find it. And that's the reason why we won the 2009 World Series, was because of A-Rod finally had something click. So Aaron Judge, he would be good in the playoffs eventually, But this season, he sucked. Yankee fans were booing. Does that play into him deciding of like, hey, should I do it? I don't think so. I really don't think those booing. It's just passionate fans really going into it. And the reports of Yankee players saying like, hey, telling their agent, hey, I might want to move on because they were booing me when I was doing good, or they were booing me when I was like doing okay. Move on out then. We don't need that. You're playing in New York. You're going to have to expect it. If you want, cheers every day, Go to freaking, I don't know, Arizona Diamondbacks. Go to just a random team. Go there. Play out your career. Don't go to the playoffs. Don't have crazy fans that actually want to see you win. You know? And when you do perform bad, they're going to boo. I loved how Garrett Cole took it in stride these playoffs and towards the end of the season, where he wasn't complaining to the umps. He wasn't like yelling. He wasn't doing too many celebrations or getting too emotional when like Naylor was doing the rock the baby thing, you know? Cole was a total professional. Even though I'm sure he wanted to be like, F you, dude, and like do all that, he didn't let it get to him, right? And these guys are professionals, and I feel like Judge is another person like that. He doesn't let that get to him. He's not a guy that's going to be like flipping the bat like Josh Donaldson. And imagine if Josh Donaldson hit like, 63 home runs. Imagine all the bat flips that guy would do. Aaron Judge, none of that. He was just like, hey, I'm hitting this home run. I'm respecting Maris and his family and all that. Just a normal home run. That's the type of guy that is definitely captain material. And at the end of the day, he could go to any team. What team wouldn't want him? Imagine how many jerseys would sell for the team that gets him. The Yankees are making bank off of just his jersey sales. Imagine a new team getting him. It's like the Bryce Harper. When Bryce Harper went to the Phillies, he holds the record for the most amount of jerseys sold within the first day or something. Crazy. Aaron Judge could be that guy that could do that next for a new team. How much would you guys pay for Judge? Do you really want to keep him? Is he someone that you say, hey, if we lose Judge, then it's over. We're going into rebuild mode. Or if we keep him and, suffer down the road in 5 years when he starts to suck horribly, like an Albert Pujols type of deal, are we still going to be happy about that huge contract? That's the thing that we really have to think about. Yankees ideally get him in a 7-year contract, have him at the, $35 million, probably $40 million range, but 7 years. That could be a possibility. But you wouldn't want to see him go to the Red Sox. You wouldn't want to see him really go to the Mets. I think those would be really hard to swallow. Or, obviously not the Astros. Astros don't do more than 5-year contracts. So I would say either the Mets or the Red Sox possibly could make a splash. And the Giants, I feel like they have their best chance of getting him. If Judge is looking for money, the Giants is the way to go. If the Yankees want to be the real Yankees, then money shouldn't be a problem. But then again, there's always a limit. Would you pay $400 million for an aging star that probably when he's 35 and up in 4 years, he's not going to be producing? He's probably going to be mainly your DH. But you have a superstar you're talking about. It's hard. But would you rather have a Bryce Harper? Would you rather have an Ohtani? Would you rather have a Soto? Those are really good questions that it's going to be interesting to see this offseason what exactly ends up happening. Judge can go anywhere. He's an amazing baseball player and human. And if the Yankees do get him back, I can guarantee you he will be the next Yankees captain.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.